Okay, it's recording. Great. So, at first I will do the soft techniques. And the first touch is very simple. It's just, I call it a listening touch. I'm not doing anything. I'm literally just touching you. Like nothing. Yeah. Also call it a being with touch. Not looking to change the tissue or to make it move in a certain way. I'm just listening and being with it, meeting what I'm sensing.
I would imagine it's got to be pretty interesting on its own. People would be quite different.
Exactly.
Just observing them.
And at the end of the day, it's like this is what does the job. Like the therapeutic aspect of like, can I actually meet what is in front of me so I can redirect the tissue in a way that wants to be redirected. But if I don't know what the tissue is like in the first place, how can I do that?
Yeah.
How can I take it to a new place without knowing what it's like right now?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
And so here, what I make it very simple for myself. First of all, right now I feel the tissue is rising and falling because you're breathing. Yeah. So now it's shrinking and now it's growing. That's it. Another thing that I'm noticing for is either softness under my hands or strength or density. That's it. Now I'm gonna move onto the liver, or the area of the liver where I can imagine it is. And for the first few moments, I do the same thing. I'm being with touch. I'm introducing my touch and letting your nervous system kind of register that it's there, that my hands are there. But then, kind of once I found, okay, there's the growing and shrinking of the breath happening, and okay, right away under my left hand it's softer, under my right hand is dense, and because there's bone right here and there's no bone right here, so I will treat accordingly. I'm not gonna be jamming my hand into here because I'll be crushing bone, and to the differentiating where there's soft tissue and where there's hard tissue. And so with that growing and shrinking, kind of I begin going with it. At first I was just listening to it, but now I'm letting it influence my touch. And with that, what I'm doing, I'm inviting the tissue to grow towards my hands and then asking it to become smaller. So it's growing and shrinking touch at this point. But again, I'm doing it softly because I'm imagining that I'm touching that lamb liver and I want to crush it. I want to sink my fingers into it. And after a few moments of that, I will move into fluid touch. And my job is truly, or what I do is truly let myself imagine that the liver or that organ that I'm trying to touch, the area of the organ, is a sack, like a Ziploc filled with water.
Mm-hmm.
So how would I play with a Ziploc bag full of water?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm beginning to do here. Is the towel okay on you? It's not itchy or anything?
It's okay.
Let me know if you need to change it. So here I'm aware that there's dense tissue and bone and just even like muscle tissue that I'm feeling, but I kind of ignore it for a second, meaning that I'm asking myself, where is the softness? For example, the skin at the top right here is nice and fluid, so I can play with that a little bit.
Right.
But then, like a little bit deeper right here
Mm-hmm.
on your, was it an exhale or something, and you're shrinking, I could get deeper into that Ziploc bag because it became softer right there, yeah. So, and my hands they're soft. The intention is really to remind the liver that it's fluid.
Mm-hmm.
And so right away I kind of, at this point my hands kind of go there right away. Like what I'm starting doing is, how do I call it, rocking, like a rocking touch, right? So because I can get deep into the liver on the other side, but by rocking into it, I'm still imagining that I'm rocking a Ziploc bag, like rocking it from the top or from one side of it. So here it's from the bottom. I'm trying to shake all of the cells of the liver. Kind of, that's my imaginary storytelling goal for myself. What we're doing here with the fascia inside the liver and on the outside, kind of just like creating more space by making it loose.
Yeah.
So mostly I've been going from the bottom, the side, though it's harder for me to enter from the other side of it, but I can, though I'm technically here, I'm touching the spleen and the stomach, but still my intention of the touch is not only to shake right here, I want to touch all the way that it transfers to the other side towards the liver, right? So I'm kind of pushing through the water so the other side of the bag moves as well.
Right. Trying to penetrate through from the other side.
Exactly. Yeah. It's going to be harder, but I sometimes improvise and I can even go from the shoulder. I'm still trying to focus on the liver. Or when I have time and longer time to attune, I am able to do it from here. So I'm just going to move on to other organs, but I will remind again what I'm doing, and then I'll just do it without words, so you can just relax into it.
Okay.
So again, I'm on the stomach. I'm going to start with being with and doing nothing. Nothing is happening. I even let my mind wander for a second. Just have to give myself a break too.
Right.
Then I'm noticing I can notice the softness and the density of the tissue, different types of tissue. Still part of the being with touch, just observing. And then I will move into growing and shrinking because I'm noticing your breath. I'm letting that side of the belly shrink and then expand. Then I will move into fluid touch and being all over the place, really improvising, playing with it. And then I'll move into rocking. So 4 things. Yep. Being with, growing and shrinking, fluid, and rocking.
Okay.
So now you can just, you know what, I'll actually even turn on the camera because